Hello there everyone, in this video we're taking a look at set 76125. This is the Iron Man Hall of Armor from 2019. I wanted to get this set back when it came out. Don't ask why I'm 4 years late to getting it, but I do have it now, so we're going to take a closer look at this. This has four, I guess technically five Iron Man suits, including the Mark 38 here. And it's a really cool set, so let's get into it. I do want to apologize for the kinda bad lighting here. I can't seem to get it right, so I'm just doing it like this. It's not too horrible, but I'm not a huge fan of it. Anyways, this is Tony Stark's little computer desk thing. It's kind of hard to see here, but there are stickers. Oh, there we go, with all those holographic screens there. We've got an intruder alert here all the way to the left, and it's got a picture of an Outrider there and the Iron Man mask. Blocked collar is Agent Coulson, I believe in reference to the first Avengers. Here we've got just a screen. I don't think it's anything specific. And then on the all the way to the right, we have got the Jarvis screen. This chair does rotate just on one of these pieces here. And there's a little coffee cup there, and it does have this peg that can attach to certain areas of the Hall of Armor itself. This is dummy, and there are several variants of the dummy build, but this is the build for this set, and it looks pretty similar to the polybag version, basically the only difference having a bit of a different arm here on the end, and this piece here, which is pretty random. And yeah, he's just got studs for wheels. Got a little fire extinguisher there, and you know, not a whole lot going on, but it is dummy. And we've got a couple of these fire pieces as well. This is the Mark 38 Igor build, which you may remember from Iron Man 3 in the final battle when he held up a large structure. This build looks really weird. It's really blocky, and honestly, this is the only part of the set I'm not a fan of. I don't think this was necessary for the set. Honestly, I think they could have just taken this build away from the set and made the price of the set like $5 or $10 cheaper. But I guess we get another Iron Man suit, which is fine. It's got just the elbow joints there and shoulder joints, and there's the hands. It does open up like this. You can do that, and you can open it from the sides there. For the figure in, you just attach the back of the figure's legs to those studs there, and they can rest in there. And yeah, there's really not a whole lot going on. Got some stickers on the figure. This is a print for the face mask there. Yeah, there's not a whole lot going on. Pretty unnecessary, but I guess it's another suit to have in the collection. Here we have the Hall of Armor itself. It is made up of 9 of these repetitive builds here. And then we've got the centerpiece where Tony Stark can suit up, and it's got these arms on ball joints, and there's pretty good mobility there. This can spin as well. Looks very nice. You can detach it from the rest of the build, and it's just a separate piece there. And you could also like attach the computer here, or you can actually attach it onto the front of there, and you can also attach those things to the back if you would like. Don't know why you would do that, but you can. And so we're just going to take a look at all of this. So over here, we've got one of these. We've got the ladder on the end here. We've also got this satellite up here, which looks pretty good. And so, yeah, we've got a blender here with the coffee cup there. I believe that is a reference to a movie. I forget if it is or not, and I forget which one it is if it is a reference. Over here, we've got some weapons, this little blaster piece and a stud shooter. And then we've just got a couple of these builds for Iron Man suits. In the middle, we've got the jetpack piece for the Mark 1 minifigure. And on the box, they actually show this attached to the Mark 50, but this is meant for the Mark 1. And here we've got another spot for an Iron Man suit. We've got a little tool rack here, which I believe this is where the fire extinguisher would be placed. Another Iron Man suit here. And over here, a little kind of desk shelf kind of thing, couple drawers, and a hairpiece, which you could replace with an Iron Man helmet. So I'm actually midway through editing this video, and I just realized that I forgot to show the stickers on the windows of the middle sections of the Hall of Armor on the windows here. And on here, we've got the Mark 5 suitcase armor on there. Looks very good. And it almost looks like it has more detail than the actual figure, but I'm sure it doesn't. It's just the way it is designed on the window. Got the Mark I believe, yeah, 25 striker armor, which is included in the newest Hall of Armor set. And all the way to the right, we've just got various suits, which looks like here we've got the Silver Centurion, I believe, I think the Heartbreaker maybe, and maybe the Scuba, I don't know, but the suitcase there. And yeah, there's just, it says House Party Protocol, so that is that. So the first minifigures we're going to take a look at is the Outriders. There are 2 of them in this set. I'm not going to show you the other one because they are both 100% identical with the same back piece on. They've just got the 4 arms on the back there. They've got that neck piece under. That is just some of that printing. We've gotten these many times before, so it's really nothing interesting, but it adds to the Thanos army, I guess. There are 4 Iron Man minifigures included in this set. Unfortunately, there is no just like plain Tony Stark minifigure, which I was kind of hoping they would have, but it is okay. And this is really cool. We were all really happy to get this suit. I think this style of helmet works very well for this suit. I think the shape fits very nicely. There's lots of detail on there with the dirt on there since he did build it out of scraps in a cave. It's all dirty. Sometimes actually looks like the figure's actually dirty and gives the illusion that you need to clean it. And on the back here, we've got all those things in there. We've got little Stark Industries on the back, and it just looks so good. I absolutely love this figure. Plenty of stuff on the front. We've got the little letters there. There's just so much detail all around. It looks like it's pretty dirty and everything. It's really good. And this is what the figure looks like with that jetpack piece on the back. Also under the helmet for 3 of these Iron Man figures, it is just a clear head under there because these are meant to be on display, of course. But you could always replace this with an actual Tony Stark head if you would like. Next, we have the Mark V suitcase armor. This one looks very good. Probably the least detailed out of the 4, sorry. But it is still really good and one of the best. I love the detailing on the helmet with the black lines there. Again, just a clear face under there. I love seeing the old style of helmet again since I'm so used to the newer ones. It's just nice to see these classic style helmets once again. Looks very good all around. It kind of reminds me of the Silver Centurion figure. Printing on the back looks very good as well as on the front. And there is a set that includes the actual suitcase for the minifigure, but I forget which set that is. If you remember what it is, please let me know in the comments. Next up is the Mark 41 Bones armor from Iron Man 3 as well, and this one is insanely detailed. I don't know if it's my favorite in this set, but it is super cool, and it kind of reminds me of the black and yellow Spider-Man suit from No Way Home. It looks really cool. All that detail in there looks amazing. Of course, since the suit is meant to detach into many parts, it's got to have all those little nicks and lines in there and stuff. And just wow, this figure looks so good. The amount of detail is insane. I can tell you that this figure would look so awesome if it had like arm printing or leg printing, kind of like the Silver Centurion. That would be so cool because of how detailed it would be. Just like the Mark V, the helmet is very detailed with the black lines there, and this is another one with the clear head under there. And it just looks really good. One of the more unique Iron Man figures, and I love this one. And lastly, we've got the Mark 50 armor from Infinity War. This was Iron Man's nanotech suit. This one looks very good. You've got all the mini arc reactors going on here. Got the triangle arc reactor in the middle, and it looks very good. A classic Iron Man suit there. I guess maybe not classic, but iconic. This is the same helmet that they used with the Endgame polybag figure, the quantum suit, sorry. And this one does have the Tony Stark head under there, and it's got the heads-up display there, and it looks very good. It's probably honestly my least favorite one in this set because it is the most just generic, and it was included in a lot of other of the Infinity War sets, but it is still a very good minifigure nevertheless. All right, so for $60 USD at the time of its release in 2019, it was $60 USD, and it was actually like $58 or $59 on Amazon, which is where I got this. So it's still its original price, which is interesting, and I'm happy with the price. I think it's, I mean, I would say out of 10, 9.5, honestly. It's all good. The figures are all amazing, and the only part, as I said in the video, was just this Mark 38 Igor build is definitely very unnecessary. I don't know why it's really in there. I think they could have just taken it out and made it a $50 or $55 set, would have been totally fine, but I don't really mind the build, and it's a cool addition to the collection anyways. As you can see, like I said, they have the jetpack piece on the Mark 50 armor, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but it is cool. So very, very good set. This is probably the only good set to come out of the Marvel wave for 2019. As we know, it was just all quantum suits and stuff. So this one was kind of carried the way through 2019, and I really, really like the set. So glad to finally have it. And I'm actually going to be collecting all the Iron Man minifigures, and I'm going to be getting the other 2 Hall of Armor sets, and then I will be having to obviously order this same set over and over again until I have enough slots for every single Iron Man minifigure ever made besides the Comic-Con one. So I'm really excited to start the journey of collecting all the Iron Man figures. It's going to be very expensive, but I'm excited to do it. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.